Alright, hopefully this works, but I was recently inspired by my dear friend Nikolai, and he is on the journey of taking a video every day until he earns $1 from YouTube, and I thought that was pretty inspiring. I watched one of his videos last night, and he was just talking about how he was getting outside of his comfort zone a little bit by, recording himself and talking, talking about different things on his mind and different issues and stuff like that. And I think that's really cool. I was inspired to do something a little bit differently. I'm at the stage right now, being a senior, and it's kind of started to connect with me a couple weeks ago that, senior night's Friday, so in 2 days, but, that receiving some college applications. Anyways, to get straight to the point, I'm finally realizing that in a short time I'm going to be leaving home, going to college, and just different senior activities and stuff like that, and also just, creating my senior page and all these other things, looking back through memories, made me really sad about leaving home, because I've lived in the same spot for my whole life. Woodland is a small city, so it's very comforting and reminds me of home. But there's a lot of things that I wish that I would have had recorded, and a lot of times in my life where I wish I could, look back to. And I have some pictures and stuff from freshman year and sophomore year, but junior year and senior year, when phones became not allowed at school anymore, I have like 0 pictures at school and not a lot of pictures of my friends and I. So I am going to try, very busy, but the goal is to take short little video snippets and kind of like a vlog sort of thing of just going on trips in school and things like senior night, graduation, those sorts of important days, and just have that, be able to look back on something, and just kind of be able to stay in that moment a little bit longer and be able to look back, and 'cause that's what I wish I had for those other years. So I'm not sure how this will work. I think this is going to be kind of the first little bit of the first vlog style video, and right now I am headed to my last practice as a coach. Well, for now, I'm not saying that I won't be coaching in the future, but for this year I was blessed with the opportunity to coach the 6th graders at my school, and this is our last practice. We still have one more game and a little end of the year pizza party sort of thing, but thought this was kind of a good place to start, because I probably would have preferred to start like in the morning of a certain day, but why not start now? So that's what I'm doing. It's a quick little intro, I guess, to these videos that I'll be making. I'm not even sure, I could, make it into a YouTube video or post little clips to TikTok or send it to my friends and stuff like that. But to start off, I'm going to just keep them private. So this will just be me talking to future Adam. And we'll see where it goes from there. Maybe I'll start posting them. I know once I got into a couple schools, like Indiana and Oregon, and, well, not really Ole Miss, but some of these schools, just looking through TikTok and YouTube and just looking at like dorm tours and just like day in the life to try and get like a more raw perspective of students at this school, to kind of see if that's how I would fit in there, if I would be happy there. And I found one guy who went to Indiana, blanking on buddy's name, but they're like, it is extremely rare to find like a straight man who makes like videos. And you know, not to say that it's just a lot of like girly girl people posting that sort of stuff, and like gay guys, which there's nothing wrong with that, but just kind of like what they're doing on campus is different than what I feel like I would be doing. So I think the future of these videos is taking those. Also, one of my friends, shout out Ellie Baumgartner, she posted a video of just like day in my life in Chico State, and it got a bunch of views. So I feel like there's more people like me who want to see those sort of like day in the life things, like of colleges that they're thinking about getting into, and also like little things like roll out the red carpet, or like inside Michigan State, like those two events I'll be going to at the beginning of March. So I don't think I would be recording videos like inside of those like events, because I don't want to have like a GoPro or my phone out like in front of like future classmates, and like I don't know, that'd be a little awkward for me. Maybe in the future I'll get my my camera confidence up, and I'll be able to just whip out a camera in the middle of public in a crowded area and just start talking to it. But it's not me right now. Maybe that'll be in the future. But also like little things like this, kind of like this is actually turning into like a Nikolai type video, but driving to school every single day, 45 minutes there, 45 minutes back, there's a lot of time just sitting here in my car. And that's like, you know, for 4 years I've just been using this drive to think and watch TikTok maybe. Don't do that though, no distracted driving. Just like think, and I feel like those thoughts, like I can't like, I'm sure I thought about sports, or I have no idea. Those thoughts disappear, and so I can kind of track these thoughts. I can kind of, maybe if there are ideas that I come up with on these drives, I can record it and then make those ideas happen, business plans, things like that, all in the possibly the future. But I was just thinking about this now, and so I might cut this out and talk about it later if it's bad. But the big thing on my mind these past couple weeks has been making the choice of where I want to go to college. And I saw a video yesterday on TikTok, and it was this girl, and she was like going over her college acceptance letters, and she was like, oh my gosh, I forgot that I got into that place. And like, even asking some people, they just kind of like remember the school they got got into, and then the rejections. I don't really remember like all the schools they applied to and the decision they got back from them. And so for me, I might be talking to myself in like 20 years, but in this year I was blessed with the opportunity to apply to 16 colleges. I say blessed because I couldn't have done it all on my own. Shout out Auntie Julie, shout out my parents, shout out Miss Popovich, shout out myself for locking in. But I did 16 college applications, and that's, for some people that might not be a lot, but for me that was a lot, just because a lot of them required like essays that were separate from each other, and I was doing soccer, working on weekends, doing a couple other things, getting good grades, and a couple other things. And so just getting those college applications done was a tough task, and I was able to get it done. So that was pretty crazy. But out of those 16, I don't know if I could list them off the top of my head. I'm sure I could do a pretty good job, but I don't want to like miss one. But for right now, I've been accepted into Oregon, Michigan State, Indiana, and Ole Miss. Ole Miss was kind of a last second sort of thing. I just saw that their out-of-state tuition was pretty low, and I knew I could get in, and I was expecting to get like scholarships and stuff. So I was like, why not? And I got in within like a week, and that was like really nice. I got my Michigan State acceptance first, and then I got the Ole Miss second, and then I got I think I got my, anyways, I was trying to remember the order of colleges I got in and got rejected from and got deferred from. But so I've been accepted to 4. I've been rejected from 4. I was rejected from Boston College. I was rejected from, well, I was rejected. I was rejected from Penn State, but they because I was applying to main campus, but I got into like a 2+2 program, and so I'd like go to like one of their other random campuses, and then go to like main campus for 2 years, which doesn't make any sense to me because, one, Indiana is a better school in my opinion, and 2, like, that's just kind of stupid. Like, the equivalent to me kind of would be like going to like Sac State for 2 years, or it would be even worse than Sac State, like community college for 2 years, and then going to like a mid-state school for 2 years. Like, that's if I was going to do that, I would just go to like community college for 2 years and then like take a chance at like more prestigious schools. So that was that, and then I got rejected from Boulder. That was a surprise because they have a pretty high acceptance rate, but apparently they received some ridiculous number of applicants this year because of Deion Sanders and all that sort of stuff. So, and also that was after I got into Indiana, so not too disappointed about that. There, I got rejected from one other school.